ففروا إلى الله إني لكم منه نذير مبين.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We thank Allah who has given us this opportunity of witnessing another Ramadan in our lives. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And giving us this opportunity to be able to share some of the words of Allah and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam with us. Today we shall be talking about etiquette of keeping company and having friends. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, there is no harm in having good friends, and a Muslim is friendly and treats others well. A Muslim is friendly and treats others well. So there is no harm in Islam. There is no harm in having friends, since our Prophet has encouraged us that we are always friendly and we treat other people well. However, why should we have friends? Muslims have friends only for the sake of Allah. If we go into another hadith, Rasulullah told us that 7 people will be under the shade of Allah. 7 groups of people will be under the shade of Allah on Yawm al-Qiyamah, on a day when there will be no other shade except the shade of the Arsh of Allah. One of this group is 2 people who love each other for the sake of Allah. They meet and part only for the sake of Allah. So that is the first reason, the essence of having friends. If we now have friends, then what are the qualities we look out for in selecting these friends? That if we now know that we are supposed to have friends, we're supposed to be friendly with people, we're supposed to keep good company, then what are those qualities that we look out for when we are selecting our friends? 1, the fear of Allah. Like I said, we love only for Allah's sake. We meet and part only for the sake of Allah. So the first thing to look out for in somebody you want to choose as a friend or you ought to keep company with is that this person fears Allah. It is only when this person fears Allah that they are sure that the person you have taken as a friend will not backstab you. And they are sure that when you are about to err, this person will correct you. When you are about to make a mistake or commit an error, this person will be there as a good friend to assist you. When you forget the words of Allah, this person will be there to remind you. And when you remember, for instance, maybe you remember that it is time for Salat, a friend that you have chosen only for the sake of Allah will be there to assist you. Yes, it's time for Salat. Let us go and pray. But when you have chosen a friend, maybe for the sake of this dunya, maybe because he has a friend, he has money, and he can assist you when you are in financial need, if you have chosen a friend just because of that, even when you are doing what is wrong, or when he is doing what is wrong, you won't have much to say, because you'll be in fear of what you are about to gain or what you are about to lose. Number 2 is that you choose a friend who is intelligent. You don't choose a friend who is maybe stupid or very ignorant about himself and his surroundings, because he will constitute a danger for himself and a danger for you. For instance, you are going somewhere together. If the person is not intelligent, you might see danger. You might see danger and say, okay, there's no more, it doesn't matter, let us go. Somebody does not know how to swim and ask his friend, let us try to swim. Is that intelligent? No. That is danger. So wait, an intelligent friend will tell you, of course you know we don't know how to swim, so don't let us do that. You want to enter into a business that you don't even know anything about. Of course, an intelligent friend will tell you to tread softly. All this will assist you when you have chosen an intelligent friend. You don't choose a friend who, by out of stupidity, will later put you in trouble or will put your life in danger. Another thing to look out for is a friend who lives his or her life by the Quran and Sunnah. In our life, as a Muslim, we guide our lives by the Quran. And everything we do, we take cue from the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. For instance, Allah has told us in the Quran, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I have not created human and jinn for any other thing except to worship me. You want to choose a friend who wants to live by that, not a friend who wants to tell you that, of course, we will live in this dunya before dying now. So wait, let us enjoy our life. Then we'll now go back and do all those ones. It is prayer. Of course, we can always pray in the night. And then you now pray Zuhr, Asri, Maghrib with your Isha in the night. Because you have been partying all day. Of course, you don't want to choose a friend who wants to say, that is during the time of the Prophet. Even if the Prophet were alive now, he would have changed that system. No. You want to choose a friend who will remind you that, have you forgotten that Rasulullah said this? Please don't do it like that. Don't eat while walking. Don't drink while standing. You want to choose a friend who wants to remind you of the etiquette of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who wants to bring back to life the traditions of the prophets. Not a friend who will tell you that the traditions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who is the best of mankind, is a cake.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا اليهود والنصارى أولياء بعضهم أولياء بعض ومن يتولهم منكم فإنه منهم إن الله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين.
And also, the next one is that you want to choose a friend with good character. And it goes that, show me your friend and I'll tell you the type of person you are. So you want to choose a friend who has good character. You want to keep company with people who have good character. People who are truthful, who have integrity, who have God-fearing, who are kind, either to human or even animals. As either adults or children, we are supposed to look out for friends who have good character. Somebody whom its character can even influence ours positively. Of course, you may be friends with somebody and influence the person positively, yes. But when you are choosing friends, also choose somebody who will also influence you. Not only you influencing the person positively, but that person also have positive impact in your own lives as well. Now, we need to know that keeping friends in itself has a great deal of effect on our lives. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave us an analogy of this, that keeping good company is like staying with somebody who makes perfume. Even if you have not poured this perfume on yourself, even if you have not bought out of the perfume, by staying with the person, wherever you go, you will still smell nice. But keeping bad company is like sitting with the blacksmith. Even though you are not the one dealing with the flame, but wherever you go, you still smell smoke. So, keeping good friends is paramount, is very, very important to our faith. Now, you may now want to ask, but the kind of friends that I have, I've tried to change them, but there are no other ones. It's because you have not moved to where you get good friends. Pray regularly. You will see good friends from the mosque. Go to programs where they call to Allah and His Rasul. You will meet good friends there. From there, you will meet people whom you yourself will see that will influence you positively. When you now have these friends, of course, you have some rights and duties over each other. One, you must both be willing to assist each other, both in the issues of religion and in the issues of dunya. Another one is that you should always give each other preference. When you have things that you only have maybe one or two options, give your brother preference. Also, when he's giving you advice, since you have chosen this person based on fear of Allah and based on Quran or Sunnah, when he's giving you advice, listen to the advice. And when he is about to err or do something, give him good advice too. Remember, Rasulullah said, Adinun Nasiha. Also, never speak ill of your friends. Do not backbite each other. Rather, you should encourage each other to do good and correct each other when you make mistakes, rather than spread ill news about each other. Then don't spy on him, on her, or her. And also, prohibit him from doing evil and assist him to do good. And ensure that he is also doing the same to you, or she is also doing the same to you. Of course, we all have lapses and we all make mistakes. When you err or step on each other's toe, please forgive one another. Or maybe lapses. Forgive each other's lapses or mistakes. May Allah forgive each and every one of us. With this, I think when next we are trying to choose friends, we will of course think about the words of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which says, whoever loves for the sake of Allah, hates for the sake of Allah, gives for the sake of Allah, and withholds for the sake of Allah, will definitely have his faith complete. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبعث بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله. آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم